last time I was gone was a year. Now it was only like, what, 3 months, 4 months? Yeah, 5 months maybe. Getting better. We'll get there eventually. So, I plan to record this video when I turned 23, which was in March. And it is, I'm guessing, June now. I don't know how long it's going to take me to edit this video, so I'm going to say June. I hope it's June. Jesus. So the plan for this video was, I'm going to turn 23, and I'm going to do 23 things I've learned about myself in the 23 years of my life. And the corona thing happened. Oh, the beer virus happened, everyone. So that happened, and this video is coming now. So let's get to it. And while I'm telling you all of my life lessons, I will also be drawing myself craving a big cake. I like cake. What can I say? Major sweet tooth over here. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you can relate to some of the lessons, and maybe there are things there that you don't really think are going to be important, but then you're like, that is important. So, I wrote all of these down, and I shall now read them to you from my handy little book, and pretend that they are not heavily scripted, when they are heavily scripted. So here we go. Let's get this started. Number 1. Don't get distracted by background noise. Now this has 2 meanings. For one, don't get distracted by Henry Cavill's abs while drawing and having The Witcher play in the background. But also, don't lose track of your goals. Keep pushing until you reach them. This is already so much more preachy than it was meant to be. Number 2, time is valuable. Okay, this is a little bit more serious. I always thought when I was younger that eventually I'll just magically become an adult and that I'll know everything without needing to put that much effort into learning. Don't get me wrong, I was somewhat of a smart kid, but I never really pushed above average until I started university, but that is a completely different story for another time. The guilt of that wasted time still haunts me till this day. Number 3, be more in the moment. Nothing more, nothing less really. Just stop constantly thinking about your next step, relax and enjoy the scenario you're in. Number 4, don't be scared of failing. Apply for that job you think you won't get. Send your work off to a contest you think you're underqualified for. Get your heart broken. Failure will happen to you sooner or later, baby. No matter what you do, it usually helps you improve and teaches you something new about yourself, so just take it on head first. Okay, number 5, put yourself first. Does it sound a little narcissistic? Yes, but like they say at the beginning of every flight, put on the mask of oxygen before. I don't know what accent I'm trying to do. Put your oxygen mask first before you share helping others. Number 6, write down all of your logins. I can't even count the amount of ASOS accounts I'm currently a holder of. Write that shit down. In a secure place, of course. Don't just write it on your wall. Number 7, always back up your work. Save it on your computer, memory stick, laptop, hard drive, everything. Don't ever trust technology. It's a predator. It's silently waiting for your wrong move. Read everything twice. Just do it. You know, you'll be surprised how much information you missed the first time. Number 9, don't take everything so seriously. Sometimes a joke is just a joke. Sometimes small inconveniences are just small inconveniences. Number 10. Now, come here, girl. Get a little closer. Whenever I'm sad, happy, anxious, there will always be an anime that you can relate to and escape to. Just putting that information out there. Do with it what you please. Number 11. Don't be afraid to say yes. I've been what some would call timid for a huge chunk of my life. I've missed out on too many opportunities because I was scared of knowing the outcome of saying yes, which is the silliest thing. As long as it's not illegal, maybe try it once, and if you don't like it, then you can say no. Okay, cool. Number 12 now. We're almost Well, we're over halfway now. Good on us. Draw every day. Whether it's a doodle, little flower, or masterpiece, draw every day. I only started doing this since the beginning of this year, so 1st of January, and I'm already so proud of my improvements, honestly. I've also been recording all of my drawings, and there will be a video at the end of the year of all of my little doodles, so that could be something you look forward to. 13. Making genuine friends is challenging. 14. You're never too old to ask for your parents' opinion. Well, actually I should say parent/guardian. Even though it might seem like you could know everything there is to know, trust me, they're still keeping some juicy knowledge up in those sleeves. 15. Connections/networking matters. This one's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. Get ready, it's about to get heated. It's not really. I know a whole bunch of people who climbed up to the top purely due to connections, and that is crazy to me. I didn't know that's how the world worked, and now that I do, I wish I took advantage of that. So it's not always about the quality of your work, sometimes it's about whether Deborah likes you. 16. Bad things happen to good people. Unfortunately, life is not always fair. It's not always a movie with a happy ending where good conquers evil. Sometimes we just have to face and accept the situation we're in. 17. Not everything is about you. Whilst in our eyes we see ourselves as the protagonist, the main cast, superheroes, we need to accept that sometimes we're just side characters, NPCs, and even villains. Sometimes it's just not our moment. 18. You're never really finished. You know, sometimes after I finish a piece of work, I look back on it and I think, damn, she is jiggling my muffins. And I start telling myself that it's perfect, the best thing I have ever created. And then a few months will pass and I'd look at it again and think, girl could... Can you hear that? Can you hear my dog? Tango, stop it, please. Mother is recording. Okay, I'll redo that one. And then a few months will pass, I'd look at it again, think, girl could really use a facelift. I guess what I'm trying to say is I've learned that you can improve so quickly, your style can change without you even noticing, you don't need to constantly pressure yourself to get better. If you're a hard enough worker, you will do it and not even realize. 19. We are getting there, we are pushing through these. Hope we're close to the end now in my video. Always keep your receipt. Skinny mirrors are in circulation, people. That top might look completely different when you get home. And of course, this has absolutely nothing to do with impulse buying. 20. Now, this is a long one, but I think it can be quite useful for some people. Tell them you're excited and not nervous. So I've had quite bad anxiety throughout my whole life, as I'm sure many can relate. One day a few years back, I remember my brother talking about a TED Talk focused on keeping calm under pressure. The speaker explained that telling yourself that the nervousness you're feeling was caused by excitement rather than stress can reprogram the way you feel under pressure, relax you, and help you gain confidence. So that is what I did. Every interview, if I was asked if I'm nervous, I just replied that I was excited. Newsflash, I was nervous. Every gathering, every exam, every event. Now I'm not sure whether this actually reprogrammed my way of feeling, however I noticed that this had a significant impact on the people around me. That light perceived me as confident and therefore in their eyes, people's eyes, more able, more fun, easy to talk to. Being perceived this way can give you some major advantages, and once again, I'm not asking you to follow this, I'm just putting this out there. Do with it what you want. 21. Be kind to your family. Just because you're connected by blood doesn't mean they're not hurt by your actions or words. 22. Listen to understand and not respond. As a narcissistic idiot, I often try to include my views and opinions in every piece of dialogue aimed in my direction. That is not good. I'm trying to improve. I think it's important to process the information you're given rather than dismiss it for the sake of relating to the conversation. 23. 23andMe! I'm not sponsored. Do you ever feel like 23andMe is just a big scam to get our DNA or something? Now this is the last one, and this is a somewhat of a personal one again. Be the key to every door. Now, I know this sounds a little strange, but that saying has really changed the way I feel about myself and my future. During my last year of university, we had a guest speaker come in and talk about his experience in the industry. He came in and he told us about a teacher. a young woman straight out of university on her first day at her new job. Throughout her studies, she was told to follow a specific formula. She was taught how to interact with kids and how to keep them invested. She had no problems with any of her kids until a boy, let's call him Derek, I'm feeling a strong Derek vibe, was transferred to her class. No teacher could control him. He was disruptive, he was rude, he had no desire to listen. The teacher followed all of the guidelines she was given, but she still could not handle him. When she asked for other faculty's opinion, they said that they can transfer him to a different class, to a different school even, and just get rid of the problem. They were like, don't worry, you're doing so great with all the other kids. It's not you, it's him. We'll get him out of your way. After thinking everything through, she decided to follow a different approach. She changed her style of teaching to suit him. She learned about his hard family life. She praised him for any minor changes of behavior. Eventually, he became an excellent student, a kid with motivation to go forward. She didn't just want to do the minimal or easy work. She was committed to teaching everyone under her wing. She became, the key to every door. And that's really what I aspire to be. I want my art to be able to reach everyone. I want it to be able to adjust so that I could work on any project that comes my way. I want to be the key to every door. So that is that. Those are the 23 things I learned in the 23 years of my life. Again, I am not saying follow these rules. If anything, comment down below what are the things you've learned. Maybe you don't have to do 23, but you can put like 1 or 2 of the lessons that you really follow and we can share. I almost feel like this is something I want to pass on to my daughter. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you like my drawing as well. Comment down below if you have any questions. Follow me on Instagram and check out my TikTok, which I have nothing on yet, but I shall be posting at some point. Also, here's my website if you want to look at my other work and if you want to commission me for anything. Thank you for your time. I hope to hear from you soon.